Hey, it's SeaMystic back here with another quick and to the point pick a card. Today's pick a card is going to be where is your heart leading you? Are you on the right path? We'll also look at potential obstacles in the way and how to get there. As you can see, we have 3 groups to choose from. 1, 2, and 3. If you need a moment to pause, go ahead and do so at this time. The timestamps will be in the description box below as always. So, let's go ahead and get started. Hey, for those of you who chose group 1, let's go ahead and dive in as mermaids do. We'll start with your channeled messages. So the first thing I got for you was number 353, and that number is about even if you may not understand the path in your life right now, trust God to guide you. So I thought that was interesting whenever I looked up the meaning, given that this whole reading is about, are you on the right path? This is saying you don't even understand the path. And then I got number 456, and that number is about prosperity. And then I got a word Nage. I'm not even going to try to pronounce it because when I looked that up, it's Old French, and it means to row, conduct by boat or float, derived from Latin to go by ship or sail. And it could also be French for to swim. When I get things about ships or sailing, things like that, the ocean, I think of the cosmic ocean, sailing the cosmic oceans. So you could have gifts in reading the Akashic Records and having access to that information. And even if you don't understand everything right now, this path does lead to prosperity. That's it for the channeled. I know I used to be able to do a whole lot more, but I'm getting there. So let's go ahead and get into the tarot portion. So how this is set up is the first card is going to be where your energy is at currently. The last card is going to be where your energy is headed, where you're meant to go. So you're meant to go from lover to angel. Lover says great passion and devotion, unbridled appreciation of someone or something. The shadow attribute, obsessive passion that harms others, self-destructive devotion. That is where you're at currently, so how do you get to angel? We have in the past position the Knight of Swords. This means that in the past there was a period of time where there was a lot of urgency and impulsivity. And with your card being lover and Ace of Wands being the bottom of the deck energy, this could be playing the field, having a lot of shallow relationships, or just, like I say, just being impulsive in general, having that sense of urgency, needing to move, needing to go. Some of you could have went from relationship to relationship or had a hard time making up your mind. There's not a lot of emotion here. This is being led by other means. This could be led by passions, led by the mind instead of the heart. But this could be passion and other things. It doesn't have to be talking about relationships. In the what's helping you position, we have the Magician card. This is saying you already have everything that you need in order to do this. You already have all the tools necessary, just as the Magician has all the elements on the table. For the King of Pentacles to come up in the challenge position, this makes me think that maybe you're really set in your ways. You've already have a big foundation of your beliefs, how you've done things, and maybe there's a reluctancy to change. Yeah, there could be some stubbornness there, and maybe having a hard time seeing things not as objects, maybe, for some. Please don't get mad at me in the comments. I think it's just saying to use your heart more for things. You already have all the tools necessary, which means you already have a heart. You've just got to access that. And I'm not saying you're cold-hearted. I'm just saying it could be, you could have a lot of boundaries up for some reason. That's for some of you. But remember, we're trying to get to Angel. And Angel is helping those in need with no expectation of return. So maybe that could be it. There could be some transactional outlooks that you have on things. You give only when others give, or you could tend to look at things as what's in it for me. So that could be something to look at here. This whole theme of helping others has been coming out the past couple videos. So I just want to put it out there. If you're at critical levels of burnout, then this is not going to be your group. And I say that from experience. Although we can get energy from helping others if that's something that we enjoy doing, but only if we have the capacity. But remember your channel messages, even if you don't understand the path that you're on right now. Trust God to guide you, and that it will lead to prosperity. So that's your path from lover to angel. So now let's get some messages from the mermaid box. You will get a divine message. You have a connection to animals. You will have a spirit encounter. You'll understand. See the truth. You're going to be meeting a new person. There's a passed on loved one around you. There's some projecting or mirroring going on. Releasing. You have a hidden spiritual gift. Harsh judgment. This could be internal or external. Face, don't flee. Can you think for yourself for once? You hold more value than that. You've done enough. Rest. So that is what I have for you. If it resonated, please like, share, subscribe, comment. Anything like that really does help to circulate and support the channel. I do hope to see you next time. Take care and God bless. Hey, for those of you who chose group 2, let's go ahead and dive in as mermaids do. We'll start with your channeled messages. So the first thing I got for you was number 535, and that number says to begin showing encouragement and love. This will change you for the better. And number 4254 symbolizes soul purpose, possibility, fulfillment, adaptability. And it's basically saying you're about to accomplish your purpose. And lastly, we have this word that I'm not going to try to pronounce, Senge, because it's either Norwegian for bedside or Tibetan for lion. Do with that what you will. So I know the channel messages aren't quite what they used to be, but I'm doing the best that I can, and I'm getting there. So again, that's show encouragement and love, and that will change you for the better. You're about to accomplish your life purpose. And then this word can either mean bedside in Norwegian or lion in Tibetan. So that's what I have for your channel messages. Now let's go ahead and get into the tarot portion. So how this works is the first card is the energy that you're in currently, and the last card is where you're being led to go, the energy you're supposed to lean into. In your case, you're meant to go from detective to poet. Detective says, great powers of observation and intuition, desire to seek out the truth. And the shadow attribute is voyeurism or falsifying information. So again, this is energy that you're in currently, and you're moving away from this. In the recent past, you have the Knight of Cups. So this means in the past there was a period of time where you were chasing your heart's desires, you were going for your dreams perhaps, maybe even getting a little carried away with your emotions sometimes. Regardless, you seem to have led from the heart, and I ain't mad at that. What's helping you is the Six of Cups, which could represent children, your soul family, past memories. You could have a solid foundation of love built around you, of support. And remember, soul family doesn't have to be blood family. What's challenging you is the Six of Pentacles. This is all about giving and receiving, the balance of give and take. So for it to be in your challenge position, you may tend to overgive or tend to end up in situations where your generosity is taken advantage of. And that could be financial, that could be your energy, your time. Maybe some of you don't know what to give or don't know how to show up in a situation. With detective, you could be suspicious of people, and that could be why you have a hard time with knowing what to give and how much. But remember, your channel messages said to begin showing encouragement and love, and also that you are about to accomplish your purpose. Where you're headed, poet, it says expresses soul insights in symbolic language. So maybe your words and how you speak is part of your soul's purpose. And when you do speak, you probably channel encouragement and love, like the channel messages said, to start talking with and showing encouragement and love, because that will change you for the better. So maybe that's part of your purpose, is to use your words for that. So that's it for the tarot portion. Now let's go ahead and get you some messages from the mermaid box. Unexpected gift. You have a spirit animal around you. Stagnation. Organization, prioritization. You'll experience something that you never knew you needed. Words left unspoken. Are you living for yourself? You're stronger than you think. Let go of guilt. The truth will set you free. First John 4:18, there is no fear in love, but perfect love casts out fear, because fear has to do with punishment. The one who fears is not made perfect in love. Watching, keeping tabs. So that is what I have for you. If it resonated, please like, share, subscribe, comment. Anything like that really does help to circulate and support the channel. God bless. Hey, for those of you who chose group 3, let's go ahead and dive in as mermaids do. We'll start with your channeled messages. So the first thing I got for you was number 2425. That number assures that change is a critical part of your life, no matter how much you may hate it. Number 3595 indicates that whatever attitude you always have for others determines the achievements of both parties. Number 3352, you got all numbers, is a sign that it is high time for you to live a purposeful life. Not your heart calling you out. So to go over it again briefly, number 2425 assures that change is a critical part of your life, no matter how much you may hate it. And the other number indicates the attitude that you always have for others determines the achievements of both parties. And the last number is a sign that it is high time for you to live a purposeful life. I know the channel messages aren't what they used to be. I used to be able to do a whole lot more, but I'm doing what I can, and I am getting better at a Knight of Pentacles pace, but I'm still getting better. So those were your channeled messages. Now let's go ahead and get into the tarot portion. So how this works is the first card is your current energy, and the last card is the energy that you're going to be moving into, or that you're being led to move into. In your case, you're going from servant to monk nun. Servant says, delights in serving others with a free and loving heart. The shadow attribute, using the lack of money as an excuse not to move forward with life. So this is where you're at currently and where your heart is leading you away from. In your past energy, you have the Ten of Pentacles. So that's someone who's very much set in their foundation, very much set in their ways. Some of you could have a lot of resources as well. With your overall energy being the Tower, this foundation could be uprooted very soon if it hasn't been already. But that doesn't have to be a bad thing. In the what's helping you position is the Page of Swords. This could mean that you have heightened intellectual abilities, an intellectual prowess, and an inner curiosity that drives you. Some of you could be quite patient as well. What's in your challenge position is the Ace of Cups. Some of you need to open up to new relationships, although some of you could be waiting on this. That could be what the patience is for. Others of you are needing to trust your intuition or maybe even heal from past heartbreaks. Remember your channeled messages. Change is a critical part of life, and that the attitude you have toward others determines the achievements of you and them. And it's high time you live a purposeful life. The energy you're being led toward, monk nun, selfless devotion and single-minded dedication to spirit. I know that's a big ask, so this isn't going to be everybody's reading. If this doesn't resonate with you, go ahead and pick another group. But essentially what it's saying is, instead of having the single-minded focus of helping others, direct that focus towards spirit. Interesting. So that is what I have for the tarot portion. Now let's get you some messages from the mermaid box. Social media. Notice who values and supports you as you are. Healing. Focus on the practical side, routines, organization. Don't let fear hold you back. On 8:7, so when they continued asking him, he lifted up himself and said unto them, he that is without sin among you, let him first cast a stone at her. John 4:18, there is no fear in love, but perfect love drives out fear, because fear has to do with punishment. The one who fears is not made perfect in love. So that is what I have for you. If it resonated, please like, share, subscribe, comment. Anything like that really does help to circulate and support the channel. I do hope to see you next time. Take care and God bless.